Alright, so good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you're comfortable with. In this video, we are going to discuss about the chemistry exam that was held yesterday. So I was not able to make this video for you. So we'll continue with the solving of the paper. Section A is your fill in the blanks, which is for 10 marks. Section B is making of the formulas. And at the last, we have your question and answers. Section C, answer the following questions for 20 marks. So we'll discuss all the questions one by one. And as you see that I have solved few questions. So first question that we have, that is dash is manufactured by heating calcium sulfate dihydrate at 120 degree Celsius. So in order to make your POP, plaster of Paris, you need this chemical which is called as calcium sulfate dihydrate, and this chemical is heated at 120 degree. So after heating, you can get your plaster of Paris. So first one is your plaster of Paris. Moving on to the second one, that is dash are cream that protects you from harmful sun rays. So if you want yourself to be protected from the harmful radiation of the sun, you need to have sunscreens. So sunscreen have a special type of chemical which is titanium dioxide, which helps in reflection of the UV rays, or you can say the harmful radiation, so it can protect your skin. Third one, we have dash and dash are fibers obtained from animals. In order to make clothes, you need fibers, you need threads. So from where do you get these threads? You get it from some animals. And what are those animals? You get it from sheep, you get it from silkworm. So what do you get from sheep? You get wool, and from silkworm you get silk. So this one will be silk. Moving on to the fourth one. Fourth one is the full form of PVC. PVC is polyvinyl chloride. So this is your correct answer, polyvinyl chloride. Okay, moving on to the fifth one. How many molecules of water are there in gypsum? Okay, this is similar to the first one. Your gypsum is the chemical which is used for making your plaster of Paris, and this is the chemical name of gypsum. So if you have to write the formula of gypsum, that is calcium sulfate dihydrate. That means two molecules of water are present in this formula. So the answer will be 2. There are two molecules of water present. Then we have the sixth one, chemical that reduces fever. I think many of you wrote the wrong answer, but the correct one is your antipyretics. So you can write the correct one, antipyretics will be the correct one. These are the chemicals which reduce your fever. For example, we have paracetamol, which reduces fever. Then the seventh one, a person who practice chemistry. If suppose I am practicing chemistry, so I will be called as a chemist. So the right answer is chemist. Moving on to the eighth one, NaOH, write its name. You have to write its name. What is NaOH? NaOH is sodium hydroxide. So if you have written sodium hydroxide, you will get 1 mark. Moving on to the ninth one, we have dash and dash are natural antiseptics. You can write neem, it is a natural antiseptic. You can write tulsi also, that is also a natural antiseptic. Then you can even write turmeric, that is also a natural antiseptic. Man, turmeric will be the answer for your ninth one. Next and the last we have for our fill in the blanks, that is chemical formula for limestone. Limestone is calcium carbonate. So formula for calcium carbonate is CaCO3. So this is how your first part of the question paper is solved. And if you got your right answers, you can comment it down that all of you got your correct answers. Moving on to the making of formulas. Okay, first formula that we have, that is your calcium sulfate. So we know that calcium has a valency of 2 and sulfate has valency of 2 as well. So we'll cross the valencies, and after crossing the valencies you will get this formula. Then you will cancel the valencies and you will get a formula which is called as CaCO4. Sorry, CaSO4 will be the correct answer. Moving on to the next one, that is your aluminum oxide. Aluminum has a valency of 3 and oxide has valency of 2. 3 will go this side and 2 will come this side. So Al2O3 will be the correct answer. The next one, you have sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is very easy. That is your common salt. Sodium has a valency of 1 and chlorine has a valency of 1 as well. Crossing the valencies, you will get NaCl. So these are the first 3 chemical formulas that were there in your question paper. So if you got all 3 correct, you will get 2 marks for each. So you got 6 marks if you got all 3 correct. I guess we need a better place to write it down, all the formulas. So we'll move to the new page. Okay, let's continue the next part. The next part that we have, that is your potassium oxide. So we'll try to make potassium oxide. We know that potassium is written as K and the valency is 1, and oxide we know that it is written as O and the valency is 2. We'll cross the valencies. After crossing the valencies you will get K2O. Okay, that was the fourth one. The fifth one that we have, that is your calcium carbonate. So calcium, we know that calcium has a valency of 2. Carbonate is also having valency 2. Then after crossing it you will get calcium carbonate. Then sixth one, magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium has valency 2. Hydroxide has valency 1. 2 will go this side and 1 will come this side. So the answer will be magnesium hydroxide, and this is the correct formula for this. Seventh, sodium oxide. Sodium is Na, oxide is 2. Valency of Na is 1, valency of oxygen is 2. So the formula that you will get, that is Na2O. Moving to the next one, carbon dioxide. Carbon has valency 4, oxygen has valency 2. Crossing the valencies, C2O4. So this is the correct answer for carbon dioxide. Next, you have potassium hydroxide. Potassium is 1, hydroxide is also 1. So KOH will be the answer. The last one, you have water. Water has hydrogen and oxygen present in it. Crossing the valencies, H2O will be the answer. So this is how you solve all the making of the formulas, and I hope all of you got the correct answers. You can comment it down that how many answers you got correct, how many formulas did you make correctly. So moving to the next part, that is the last part of our question paper, that is your answer the following questions. Okay, first one, it says which chemical is found in your sunscreen. So your answer will be titanium dioxide. Titanium dioxide is found in your sunscreen. Okay, next is your pasteurization. The boiling of milk is at a very high temperature for a very short period of time. So after that, the milk which is there, it gets pasteurized. The next one we have, who is considered as the father of Indian chemistry. So father of Indian chemistry is Acharya P.C. Ray. So how many of you wrote this answer? We'll get the correct one. Acharya P.C. Ray will be the correct answer. Okay, define sericulture. How will you define sericulture? To make your silk clothes, you need your silkworm, and the manufacturing of silk with the help of silkworm, it is called sericulture. Next part, that is your thermoplastic. Okay, what is thermoplastic? A type of plastic which can be melted and shaped again, molded again, that is called thermoplastic. And we have one more type of plastic, that is thermosetting. And we know that thermosetting is a type of plastic which we cannot mend it again. That means we cannot melt it and we cannot mend it, or you can say we cannot make it whatever we feel like. We cannot make whatever shape we want. So that is there. So the next one is your sixth question. Write down the equation for plaster of Paris. Okay, so we know that equation for plaster of Paris can be written as, you need to have your gypsum. Gypsum is calcium sulfate dihydrate. It is heated at 120 degree Celsius. After heating it at 120 degree Celsius, the loss of water molecule has been seen. So this is what we call as calcium sulfate hemihydrate. So what is noticed in this equation, that 1.5 molecules of water was lost after heating. When you the correct equation, if you wrote it right, you will get marks. Okay, moving on to the next one. Name the chemicals used for making glass. For making glass, you have your limestone, you have your ash, and you have your sand. We combine this, we heat it, and we get our glass. Next one, we have antibiotics. Antibiotics is a type of chemical which is used for killing the harmful microorganism which entered your body and which is causing you disease. So preventing and killing the bacteria or microorganisms. So what is the valency of carbon and potassium? Question number 9. Your valency of carbon is 4 and for potassium it is 1. Then the last one is, what is the contribution of Alexander Fleming? Alexander Fleming was the first one to invent penicillin. What is penicillin? The first antibiotic. So I hope you like this video which I made for you. I hope you got all the answers correctly. You can see, you can check, you can go through it, and we'll meet in the next video.